That's right, we've got us a big old 1/7 scale Rlaarlo crawler that's not a Jeep. Judging by this right here, I'd say it's a 1987 Nissan Patrol. An old square body type vehicle. I love that. When I was born, my dad had a 78 Datsun B210. Datsun later became Nissan. The car he got after that was a 1992 Nissan 240SX. My grandpa had a 96 Maxima. My first car was also a 96 Maxima, but it was a different one. And my other grandma and grandpa drove nothing but Nissans my entire life. So not only am I a fan of old Nissans in general, there's a lot of good memories attached to them too. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is pretty much an updated version of the MK07 they came out with last year, the Jeep. So for this video, I want to compare it to a somewhat comparable 10th scale and just see if a 1/7 scale, being heavier and just all around more beastly, is worth the extra cheese over a 1/10 scale that's also still decent and has upgraded tires on it. Of course, we're gonna keep the stock ones on this. That looks good. Hey, we've got a spare on this one. I think that's the first one of these to come with a spare tire. The other color options for this were white and green. I think that was all of them. Now this does have different wheels and tires over the MK and the JK. These are kind of like your standard all-terrains. The old 5-spoke chrome wheel. Now it's gonna operate a little different, especially with these tires, but for the most part, we have seen this thing crawl, just with a different body and stuff. So that's why we're gonna compare it to this and just see the type of difference we get. This is gonna look awesome climbing through some dirt and mud and rocks and stuff. I don't think we ever even had the Patrols in the US. We ended up getting the Armadas much later, and I'm pretty sure that's the American Patrol. You got a movable wiper back here. Now they give you this spare tire, and maybe I missed it or dropped it somewhere, but they don't give you a screw to mount it, so I gotta find my own. So I removed the spare tire bracket, threaded an M5 nut onto an M5 screw to help clean up the screw threads when we're done, screwed the screw into the bracket, cut the screw. Yes, a grinder would be a better tool for this, but that would require a long walk to my truck. And then remove the nut, perfecting any imperfect threads as a result of cutting them. Now we have our stud. I assume it's supposed to come with a stud and a nut for that. Hopefully it was only missing out of my box. Found this snorkel cover in the box. That's supposed to be on here. It fits tight, but probably should be glued. This is the brushed version, and as before, they also have a brushless version. It'll be a lot faster. This one's still gonna be slow, but should be excellent at crawling. The box also says, "A man's timeless beloved." Yeah. Locking differentials and big 1.2 mod gears. Comes with a Dumbo transmitter. Window stickers if you'd like to use them. Old style SUV stickers. I haven't decided if I'm going to use these yet, but I probably will. Now there's a few blemishes on this body. They've stated to me that they are fixing that. So from what I've been told, the ones that get ordered won't be that way. I hope these corner lamps light up. And these two. It didn't come with any, but I'm gonna put a license plate sticker there. Also comes with some chrome pinstriping that you can use to accentuate doors and other details. Now, underneath, these are our cables that run to our differential locks. You can lock the front and the rear differential, and you can also make it only front wheel drive or only rear wheel drive. Same 8mm metal links. We've got 4-link in the rear, 3-link in the front with a track bar. This is a steering damper. It has an actual built-in spring to act like a servo saver. Full-length aluminum chassis rails all the way from behind the front bumper to behind the rear bumper. Quick release body clasps, which I'll show you in a minute. Metal telescoping drive shafts. Again, most of this is the same as the MK07 from last year, and minus the fact that it's a longer wheelbase, it's close to the JK07 from this year. This does not have the wiper motor like the JK had, which was awesome. This is the body clamp system. They're spring loaded, very convenient and easy to use. Still a 10th scale servo. They're a little small, but for the most part, they're adequate. Here's our light controller, and yes, those side markers and cornering lamps do have wires to them. I'm not a huge fan of lights, but I do like realistic scale lights. especially on old stuff. I love old cars, always have. We still have our boots, our dust boots on the shocks. So really there's not a whole lot else to show you. Big giant brush motor, metal gears in the transmission, metal portal gears, metal differential gears. It's a stout truck. This didn't come with any extra accessories like rock guards or wheel weights, but there are a lot of extras like that you can buy for it. Oh yeah, I like those stickers. They look good. You have to remove the little side lenses from the inside. Same here, and the snorkel to get them on. Totally worth it. I love that look. Let's look at the lights. Channel 9 button. Parking lights first, including the tails. Corner lights. And then your headlights. The truck has a drag brake, which automatically engages the brake lights. And then you have reverse lights as well. Then if you want to get super funky, the turn signals work no matter how you have the lights set. Yeah, it's weird to see turn signals while you're crawling up rocks. Oh yeah, and we have actual mirrors. Look, you got both your stick shifts in there. They even added a trailer hitch. All right, a couple more minor details. No, these don't come with it. My wife printed them for me. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm pretty much a sucker for almost any old Japanese vehicles, but this is my favorite looking crawler that I have. It's not for everyone, I know that, but I love this. Let's go drive it.
Hey man, can I take it for a
Let's at least see if I can drive. Well, that's the hard part. Okay, hang on.
Next spot.
I'm not on
Oh, I did not even see that. Ew. Your turn. Okay, go. Oh, that was a close one. There you go, see?
That was pretty insane how I saved that.
Dude, that was an insane hill. I did not think it would make it up there. Sweet. Oh, careful.
I'm fine.
We don't want to hurt the rocks. Oh, it might do this. I didn't think it would. Yes.
Mine can't do that.
Yeah, you're having some problems. Yep, those beautiful headlights that I'm pretty sure I forgot to have on that entire time. Ugh. So, this was the clear winner, and I expected it to be because it's so much larger. But we also had some technical difficulties with this guy. The rear axle started not driving on occasion whenever it was under enough load, and the steering servo went out. But this was definitely holding its own. I mean, it did better than I thought it would. These are way better than the stock tires that it comes with. Now I'm gonna put the other Rlaarlo 1/7 crawler side by side with this one in a second. But as the other ones have been, this one was just awesome. Almost lost my transmitter. These have extremely rigid drivetrains. I've put these through a lot, and I have yet to have any driveline failures. It just did wonderfully. I was so happy with the performance, so happy that it's a Nissan, and there we go. I've got them all lined up perfectly to the back of the bench. The Jeep does have bigger and more aggressive tire tread. That's the MK07. The JK07 has the same size tires as this, but a much less aggressive tread pattern. The JK also comes with the tent and the canopy, a few other scale bits you can mess around with. It has a button on the controller that works the wipers, and even a servo actuated steering wheel. Just lots of extra cool stuff on this one. The Patrol has the least amount of accessories with it. Besides being longer, it's still the same platform. All three of these have the same brushed motor, and you can also get them all with censored brushless motors. They'll go faster, they'll run on 4S, and they have extremely good low speed control. So, is a 1/7 scale worth the extra cheese over a 1/10 scale? A decent 1/10 scale? Well, yeah, I'd say it is, but it's gonna depend on what you want. If the terrain that you're driving on, or you have to carry it a lot, or whatever is your situation, a 1/10 might be better. But if you're wanting the best performance, the heaviest to just push through and over obstacles, in most cases and for a lot of people, size will equal more of an adrenaline rush and just an overall more fun experience. But of course, that's going to depend on you and your wallet. Like most things, not for everybody, but in my opinion, yes, a 1/7 scale is worth the extra over a 1/10.